What's up, gamers? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about common mistakes a lot of players make and how to fix them to instantly improve. Before we go any further, there are links to my Twitch and Twitter in the description below, so make sure you go check those out. So I've played this game for almost 2,000 hours, both casually and competitively, and I've seen a lot of people make certain mistakes that I feel like are pretty common and end up costing people their lives, the round, and ending up costing them the game. So in this video, I'm going to be going over the top 10 mistakes I see a lot of people make and how you can fix them and then eventually stop losing your fights into your rounds, into your games. So the first tip I have that I see a lot of people make, which is very bad, is sprinting. And I don't mean sprinting at all. I mean sprinting when you're not sure where everybody is, right? So for example, if I just come in this door without droning, and I'm just sprinting through garage, just sprinting through the map, not knowing where anybody is. When I come through this door, I can get shot from red stairs, secret, somebody from stock, and then if I keep going, somebody from bar. If I haven't drawn this area out, somebody can be anywhere. And what happens when you sprint? So if I'm standing still, I can shoot and ADS at the same time, is really what it comes down to. When I'm sprinting, I have to wait till I'm fully ADS'd. So you can't shoot as fast. So if somebody's sitting right here, holding an angle, and you're sprinting through the door, you can't shoot, and you can't shoot until you're already fully ADS'd. And by that point, with such a low time to kill in this game, especially if it's like a Vigil or a Jaeger with a really good gun, you will end up losing the fight. So a tip I have to stop doing that is only sprint when you know it's completely clear. My next tip has to do more, same with mechanics, is leaning. In this game, there's a lean mechanic, in case you don't know. It's different than a lot of other games, like Call of Duty doesn't have one, and I really like it because it's just easy to be able to look around corners without fully exposing your body. But a lot of people were either over lean, which is bad, because if you're trying to hit this bottle, if you keep leaning, your crosshair keeps moving away from the bottle, is basically what happens. A good way to know if your body is exposed is aim where you want to be and then unlean. Because right now I'm like fully straight up and my body is covered. So when I lean, my head is exposed. Rather, if I go this way, if I'm shooting it, okay, I don't know how, yeah, okay. So for this example, if you lean the wrong way, your full body is exposed already before you even, it's like the complete opposite. Your body's exposed and your head isn't. So like I said with the sprinting example, if somebody's here like in this area holding an angle, when you swing around, your body is going to be exposed before your head and you'll probably die, and that's not good, and that could end up losing you the round. So leaning, don't overlean, and make sure you're leaning the correct way. My next tip is about playing the objective as opposed to playing for kills. The whole game revolves around the diffuser. You can win or lose the game by planting the diffuser or defusing the diffuser. Notice how in both of those scenarios, I didn't say you can either win or lose by killing all 5 people, but in high levels of play, the way the game works is there's lots of utility like a Wamai, Jaeger, Smoke, Maestro, and let's just say a Vigil that takes a lot of time to clear, to where the defender's goal is to have not enough time for the attackers to even plant the diffuser. And then for attack, you want to clear the utility with enough time to plant the diffuser, to flip it that way. Notice how in both of those examples, I didn't say you want to have enough time to kill all 5 people, because that's not what the game is about. Like I said, it's about the diffuser. My next tip is about tunnel visioning. A quick way to help this is just turn off points. I just shot that cam and no points turned off because I have points turned off. I mean, no points came up, just points are turned off. In interface preferences, you turn off show scoring. And the reason I do this is mainly because I play competitively and you don't have points in competitive. But anyways, the reason with tunnel vision is that this game is very open as well. For example, let's go back down to bar quickly. So let's say that you have points on and you down somebody, right? In the right hand side of your screen, it will say plus 50 injured. So let's say you down somebody and they crawl behind this little wall. They're like right over there. What a lot of people will do is they will just be tunnel visioning in, trying to get this kill. Usually they will mix 2 bad habits in one. They will sprint and try and get the kill, tunnel visioned as soon as possible. You want to be looking for the next kill or looking past. This person is not a threat to you unless they're a Doc or a Zofia. They cannot get up. You don't need to worry about them. You need to focus on the bar door and the pool table door for this example to see where their teammate can come to either kill you before you kill them or kill you after you kill their down teammate. Is pretty much what it comes down to. So just turning off points is a quick fix to that. Going on to my next tip is droning. This kind of goes into back with the sprinting tip. Is droning is very important to find out where people are. Obviously, it's the main very useful utility for the attackers. Droning, pretty much get used to it, is what I'm trying to say. You can practice droning, like being more efficient as a droner, but my main tip for this is use your drones. A lot of people don't use drones. For example, if I'm droning out pool table and I see somebody is like in this corner on their camera, if I hadn't droned that out, I could have probably sprinted or walked right by them and not even known that. And then they could have either got off their cam and shot me in the back, or they would have maybe had a late flank link in the game, and we would have ended up losing the round. So just droning is very important, getting as much intel as possible. So my next tip is about claymores, right? People will place a claymore like this. That's not good, because you can easily walk out to here and shoot the claymore without dying. Claymores are very underrated, very important in my opinion. The best way to place a claymore is, in my opinion, try and place it. I don't like how the game kind of like puts it over there, but you want to try and place it so one laser sticks through. Like for this example, you would want to get this laser, this middle laser, as close as you can to the wall. And the reason for that is, even if only one laser goes through, it will still trigger the claymore, right? So for this example, you can't shoot this claymore, because if you walk out to here, you will trip the claymore and die. So the farthest you can get is to see it is here, and even then you could probably still trigger it, or even then you're probably detected because you're far enough outside to be detected. So that's a very, very kind of like a bonus tip. I feel like a lot of people don't know how to use claymores. But the next tip is about callouts. Just like with droning, learn them as fast as you can. The best way to do that, in my opinion, is either walking through a custom game or a T-Hunt. In the bottom of your screen, next to the compass, it says the room. For example, this is CCTV. If you don't know what a callout is, one of your teammates gives, just ask. For example, this is rafters, but you want to be more detailed. Like R1 is rafter 1, R2, rafter 2, or T1, T2, 90, and then near the window or like near the rotate, there's usually a rotate there. So just learning callouts, giving detailed callouts, stuff like that. Just learn them as best as you can. It's gonna come with time. There are plenty of guides on YouTube how to learning callouts, stuff like that. So my next tip is about crosshair placement. This is a very important tip, especially in a game like Siege, which is a one-shot headshot game. For example, just walking to this door quickly. What a lot of people, I feel like, don't know or maybe do know is this buckle right here is headshot height. This is where your head is when you're standing. For crouch, I'd say it's about the second dot, maybe just below it. The reason why this is very important to know is if you want to practice aiming head height, just practice walking around aiming at this buckle. And at enough time, you'll just be able to instantly walk around aiming at head height. And then if you want to crouch, you just gotta, it just comes with practice, like with callouts and everything. And the reason why this is so important is because if somebody is aiming at your knees, right, they're standing and they're aiming down here, and you swing the door standing head height, standing like straight up aiming at their head, you will shoot maybe 2 bullets and they will be dead. As opposed to they're gonna need to shoot 3 to 5 actually, and you might not even be dead. You just basically can kill people faster and more efficiently if you're already aiming at their head. My next tip is about complaining, which is another mentality thing, is playing to learn. If you, for example, let's actually go here for this example. If you were to run into this room and you're just not expecting anybody in here, and somebody's like prone right here, you run down the stairs, they stand up and shoot you, you can complain and be like, why is that person there? That's such a stupid place to be, what a rat. Or you can take the blame and learn and be like, wow, I should have used my drone. I should have droned that. I should have maybe expected somebody to be there. I should have checked that. Or with the next time you come into this room, either drone that out or check that. Just learn from your mistakes and don't make that mistake again. My last tip is about pre-firing. This goes hand in hand with the crosshair placement. If you can already aim where somebody's head will be, and you know they're there, or you hear them there, if you're able to just pre-fire it before they can even shoot back, they'll be dead. Or if you get a call out like somebody's on the water fountain, you can just quickly lean and pre-fire and get a headshot and kill somebody. So it's very important. Just like all these tips kind of go hand in hand. Lots of the mechanics go hand in hand. The mentality kind of goes hand in hand. And it's just these are just, like I said, the common mistakes I see a lot of people see. Lots of people do. So if you enjoyed, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. I stream pretty much every day, link in the description below. Thank you for watching, and peace out, gamers.